Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today's video is going to be a box opening of the core set of Daggerheart, plus a physical review. So just had this arrive on my doorstep. Here is the entire thing. So you can see here there's a box inside as well as the core rule book. And so just so you know, the journey that I was on for picking this up was I ordered it on the 20th, which was its release date. And so here we have it on the 29th, so just 9 days later, and it's already in my hands. So so for those of you that are having a hard time finding this at your local gaming shop, or you hadn't pre-ordered it long in advance, it's a pretty quick turnaround, right? So from the 20th to the 29th, and here it is in my hands already. So that's pretty darn quick. So I am going to switch views here, and let's start taking a look at it. So I obviously took it out of its, it does have a sleeve here, and pretty okay, I guess, to have it that way. And I am taking a look at the physical aspects of it. So here is the internal box. There's a little purple pull tab here. I will certainly take a look at that as well and go through that. Here is the book. So let's open up the book here, and I will try to do this as gently as possible. There we go. Once you get it started, and it should just peel straight off. All right. I can already see that it does have a ribbon inside for saving your space. And all right. So here is the book. Pretty hefty. Opening it up, and so here we go. Here is the table of contents. I, of course, had the PDF for, since the order date, so I've had the PDF for 9 days as well. And I already started going over it, but now I will jump much more into detail here. So we have some of the interior art, which I will certainly show you in the this is one of my favorite pictures, actually. Although they could have put a little blood on where the arrows go into, just for a little bit more realistic look of it, but the layout looks pretty good. The pages, let's get to the ribbons, or ribbon. There are two ribbons, actually, so there are two ribbons inside. And I'm looking to see, I can lay this down, and this is opening up flat. I mean, this is about mid-book, and you can see how it's opening up. And if I go directly to mid-book, or around thereabouts, so I'm around 176 of 3 and change. So 176 of, let's say, 342. Yeah, so that's about midway. And you can see this lays flat. That's really, really nice. So I like that aspect of it as well. So far, physical properties of the book is nice. There's certain parts of the layout here that, these cards feel like they're laminated on. on the back, and there's other sections too. Um, this is very good quality, very, very good quality. So happy with that. Now let's take a look at the box contents. So here we have a little pull tab. I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay. So I wonder why that is there. Oh, so you could pull it out of the slipcase, I guess. So I'm looking at this little pull tab, and I thought this is how you open the box, but actually you just flick the box open like this, and there we go. And now we have our deck of cards, decks of cards. So we have a number of different decks here. We have abilities. We have let's see what else we have here. We have spell cards. And once I take these out, I'll go over them. So more spell cards. So here we have red spell cards, green spell cards. We have druid. We have a purple spell card. And once I break these open, I will go over, them in more detail. We have these gold ability cards, and then these kind of grayish or gray silver ability cards. Let's pop open some of these and take a look. All right. So I am going to open up one of these decks of ability cards and see what we have in store. Nothing under the tray. So let's see, we have the ability of Unbreakable, Unyielding Armor, So we have, so those are abilities. I'm going to start sorting out. So here is a Clank, which is an ancestor, a Dracona, which is an ancestor or ancestry, Dwarf, Elf, Fairy, Fawn, a Furbolg, just type of giant, a Fungrill, which is like a fungus type creature, a Galapa, which looks like a turtle, like Galapagos, a giant, a goblin, should be giant, goblin, halfling, human, Infernus, Katari, Orc, a Ribbet, a Simaya. So those are the ancestry cards. So I am going to set those off to the side. Then we go into community cards. So we have I have duplicates, all right, of Highborn, Lowborn, Orderborn. So yeah, each of these come in duplicates. Ridgeborn, Seaborn, Slyborn. Kind of hard for you to see that on that angle, I apologize. Underborn, kind of like being part of the Underborn community means you're from a subterranean society, all right. Wanderborn, like a nomadic, I would assume. Wildborn, like within a forest. So here we have, so those are community cards. Now we have bards. We have Bard Foundation card, a Bard Specialization card, Bard Mastery card, another Bard Foundation, but this one now is a Wordsmith. So Troubadour, I think these are subclasses of Bards. And then Warden of the Elements, and we'll probably end up with 4 of these as well. So I'm going to continue just breaking down these cards into their different, different stacks. I'm going to pause for 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just wanted to open up a second pack and won't spend that time on the channel doing that. Some more Druid cards. Warden of the Elements, Druid Foundation, then a Druid subclass of Warden of Renewal, then we go to Guardian, so we have Guardian, a Stalwart Guardian, we have 3 different layers of that, and then a Guardian Vengeance. So these are the character classes, obviously. So I will make sure that I put my druids all together as well. So now we have a Beastbound, a Ranger Beastbound. So that's a Foundation, Specialization, and Mastery. Then we have a Ranger Wayfinder, and again, Foundation, Specialization, and Mastery. A Rogue Nightwalker, and again, Foundation, Specialization, and Mastery. So it seems that they have like 3 different tiers of each subclass. Then a Rogue Syndicate, and there we go. And then we have a Seraph Divine Wielder, a Winged Sentinel Seraph, a Sorcerer of Elemental Origin, a Sorcerer Primal Origin. Let me just take a step away for a second. Oh, it only rang once. Let me still do that in case. Sorry about that again. I'm expecting some important phone calls, so I'll have to break away once in a while. So we have a Ranger Beastbound, Wayfinder, I already did these. So Syndicate, Divine Wielders, and Elemental Origins. The Sorcerer Primal Origins, that's where I left off. So here are the Sorcerer Primal Origins. Then we have a Warrior, Call of the Brave. I'll show you the Mastery card of that. Warrior, Call of the Slayer. There, and I'll go into much more detail in these when we get there. So a Wizard, the School of Knowledge. And finally, the Wizard, School of War. And so there we have the class cards so far. And now we will oh, so here we have the other cards. So we have quite a few class cards. And I'm going to pause this one more time. Okay, another interruption out of the way. So let's see. Let's see what else we have here. We have a pack of ability cards, probably, and we will, open up these, and I'll try to fit them in each of these little compartments here, so that they are separate. And oh, there's a pull tab. I noticed on this one that they have pull tabs to open them up. I didn't notice that on the others, which is kind of odd, but now I see it. So yes, there's a little pull tab, like on the old cigarette packs that I don't know if they still have those. So ability cards. So we have Brace, Tactician, and their Redirect. So let me just sort through. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these. These seem to be in numerical order as well. So I'll look for my other ability cards, and those were ones. So, and these are ones. So this should have been over here. Some are different colors as well. So I will go through and see why these were separated. That's a 1 and a 4. So abilities cards go from 1, I'm assuming, to 10. Yes. And then we have, so these are all ability cards. Now I have grimoires, and hopefully grimoires are numerical the same way. Yeah, they go up to 2s, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and now we're back to ability cards. Just a different color now. Different color of ability cards. These are reds. And let's open up a spell deck. So yeah, there seems to be like quite a number of different abilities and spells and other things. So let's see if this little tab works better for opening this up. There it goes. Let's see if that opens up easier. Oh, there it goes. A lot easier to open it up that way. And so let's see. So now I have these reddish purple spells. I don't have any. Oh, yes, I do. So I have, so let's see if I got them in order now. So this is a 1. Power level is a 0. Then this is a 1/1, a 2/1, a 2/2, a 3/1, a 3/1, a 4/1, a 4/1, a 5/2. Let's say a 5/1 should go before 5/2. A 6/2. There's a 6/0, a 7, 7/2, 8/0, 8/3, 9/3, 9/0, 10, 10, 0. Then we go with, so these are ability cards. Then I have a one, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So I'm kind of just like trying to put them in order. They're color coded, and then they have numerical counts to them. Sometimes they have zeros, sometimes they have ones. I've seen as many as like a 2. I have not seen 3s just yet. Some like, so this 6 here that you can see has 2 0 cards. One is a Dark Whispers and the other is Mass Disguise. Then we have 7, 1, and 2, an 8, 1, and 2, a 9, 1, and 2, a 10, 1, and 2. Then I switch to a new color here, and we have 1, 0. This is ability gifted tracker. Another 1, 0, a 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 5, 1, 5, 1, 6, 0, 6, 1, 7, 2, 7, 2. So I think I have all of the ancestry cards, so I am going to set those into a separate bucket here. I have a number of ability cards. Now I need to find this gray 1, 2, 1 and 2s. I am going to put these community cards in along with the ancestries. I should find another ancestries, or another deck of ability cards somewhere. So let's see if that trick works again. If you see, there's a double line over here, and if you open it up there, you can get my knife in there, and then once I can pull from this, it should just unwrap. The last time it worked right away, and this time no. There it goes. There we go. So far their packaging is very good packaging. I mean, they spent some time and care into that. So green spells 8, 9, 10. Then we have yellows, and I'm just going to put these in their order. So 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 7, 1, 7, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2, 10, 3. See, now I found the extra. So a 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0. Let's put these in order. Five, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 7, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 8, 2, 9, 1, 9, 3. That's the first time I've seen a 3. All right, a 3 has like an energy, I don't know what these symbols mean yet. This is lead by example. When you deal damage to an adversary, you can mark a stress and describe how you encourage your allies. The next PC to make an attack against the adversary can clear a stress or gain hope. So And then, so now I got my 10s together. This is a 10/4, so that's a pretty high ability unbreakable. So there's got to be a deck of greens, and I think I'm almost done here. Well, opening packs, I'm almost done. Then I'll try to organize them. Obviously off camera, so that when I start doing my my full review of the game mechanics, I can get into that with you. And so let's see, we have our purples, and I'm just going to flash through these really fast. All right. I'm just putting them in order. Sometimes they're usually in order, but then every once in a while, they're not. Like I notice, like a 0 will come after a 2 or a 1. So I'm just trying to put them into that order. I'm assuming that's the order they're supposed to go in. There we go. And I found one of the other packs. So now I have them all kind of separated. So let me just see. I'm going to put the purples. So now I'm just going to start organizing them and put them into little decks. So this is all of my purple colored. This is all of my kind of maroonish colored. There should be all of my grays, 1 through 10. Yes. All of my blues, 1 through 10. I should have 2 decks in here, or 2 colors in this here. So 1 through 10. Through 10. I found my other missing layer. I had 8s through 10 here, and now I must have 1 through 7 here, and then we go into 8, 9, and 10. So some are listed as abilities, others are listed as spells. So I will pair these up. I'll put my and that's through 10. And then we end up one with a little bit excess. So there we have the little box set. I will show that off to you again. So this is how the cards are basically laying in there in their separate trays, and I will again sort them out off camera and see how that goes. But this is how it will look on the shelf basically, and then inside of its sleeve I'll take care of these ribbons and swing these ribbons out so that they're not. And then let's put it back into its sleeve here. See how easy that goes. And so there we have them in one sleeve box, all set and done. So really pretty impressive so far. I will begin going through my my now breakdown of the rules themselves, along with the PDF. I'll be utilizing that as well. And once I start learning, how the mechanics work, and you're going to be seeing that in real time, right? So I will be talking about the different components of this role-playing game, and then eventually show how the cards kind of work with the rest of the system, as well as dice and all of that stuff. And so yeah, really glad that I picked this up. I'm impressed with the quality thus far. I mean, the card quality was nice, and the art is very good, and I will go and give full credit to the artists and everything when I start digging into the book. And looks really cool. Physical review, I'd say a 5 out of 5 for the physical review. Very, very impressed with it so far. And then we'll see how the game review goes. So I do want to make a quick comment on that. So as many of you, if you're following my channel, know, I am not the biggest mainstream tabletop role-playing fan. So I'm not a big fan of 5e. We're certainly not a big fan of Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. I'm certainly not a Critter. I've only seen bits and pieces of Critical Role. I've seen, I watched some of Candela Obscura, and wasn't really my thing. And, so I am not I'm certainly not a sycophant or a Critter or, or anything along those lines. But I'm a fan of tabletop role-playing games. And I like to see different systems, and I like to see different systems being played out there. So when you're going to be watching my review of this, I just want you to keep those things in mind. I am an OSR independent tabletop role-playing game master. I am a big fan of old school Dungeons and Dragons. So first edition AD&D is really my my primary. Of my OSR games that I'm the most focused on, clearly Castles and Crusades is my go-to for OSR games, and then a variety of other games in different genres and such. So I'm going to look at this from that perspective, right? So I'm looking at this as someone who is a consumer just like you, and and an enthusiast for the tabletop role-playing game hobby, in general as well. So so when I go through my reviews, I'm going from based on first impressions, doing comparisons with other game systems I'm familiar with, and and also coming from the perspective of a of a small YouTube channel too. So it's a I very, very, very rarely ever get any kind of review copies or anything like that. When I review something with you, it's something that I've purchased or I've purchased after the fact. So I support the people that I interview with my money and not just my time on the channel and whatnot. So as I'm going through this, I am as crazy as this will probably sound, but as I'm digging through this and everything, I will reach out, to the creators that are directly involved with this and invite them to come onto the channel and talk about, Daggerheart. I seriously doubt that would ever happen, but if it does, I would have a great time, and I hope you would too, just listening to how they break this down. And it's going to be an interesting thing to see how Daggerheart starts to show itself in convention spaces. So that's the next test of time for this. But for those that are, like I said, in the very, very beginning, for those that are struggling to find this, my turnaround time was 9 days from order to delivery to the home, just 9 days. That's pretty darn quick. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I I invite you to comment in the comments section. Please remember to subscribe and share these videos out there. Like I said, I think I'm going to come to it with my own unique take as far as reviewing Daggerheart forward. I know there's a lot of others out there, big channels that are doing reviews as well, and I don't think that they approach it with the same perspective as I do, obviously, and so I think you'll get a very different review here on this channel. So, as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Upcoming weekend, I know it's only Thursday, but upcoming weekend, enjoy your upcoming weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on a gaming screen or at a convention sometime soon. You'll have a great one. Take care.